My name's Paul Davies, I'm the Chief Meteorologist, Principal Fellow at the Met Office. What do? I predict the future for the weather and the future climate. How insanely amazing that is. And why is it important? Because we've seen extremes, right? Increasing amount of extreme weather, impacts from weather and climate on this planet. It is at this point in time that we need to gather our forces together to help everyone to stay safe and thrive. We reach out to a whole raft of customers, government, defence, United Nations humanitarian agencies to mitigate against the impact of extremes globally. Why people want us? Because we deliver the best, accurate, consistent information available at the touch of a button. How we predict the weather? Well, we have to start with the raw material, and that is observations. So we have observations from satellite, we have observations from the surface. We have people reporting weather conditions every hour, every day, every year. We gather that information, we simulate it, and that's the starting point of our assimilation process. Once we've got that, we can then run the models, the simulation forward in time, to predict the future weather and predict the future climate. What we do in the Met Office affects everyone and how we mitigate against the impact and the opportunities that a future climate brings. It affects food security, it affects everyone on this planet. Sorrent said a butterfly flap of her wings in Brazil can determine the track of a hurricane a few days downwind from that event. It basically is saying that the atmosphere and the whole environment is an ecosystem. It's a living organism. And part of that organism as well is not just on this planet, but also what happens outside. So solar flares and coronal mass ejections that come into the Earth has an impact on the grid. Could have an impact on telecommunications, on flights. And it's the interconnection and teleconnection of the solar, the oceans, the atmosphere, it all plays a key role about how we take advantage, opportunities, and the threats of a warming climate.